Okay. It's kind of chilly out this morning. Feels nice. I'm on my way to take my endorsement test. We're starting with the written test, and then we are riding to the practice range, or it's actually the class getting the test, because I'm too much of a scaredy cat to just take the test. I like the instruction and the warm-up time. Hopefully it'll be like the permit class. I really liked that. So yeah, I'm just riding to where we'll take the written test, and then we will ride. What the heck is happening here? Strap is strapping. So I'm not super nervous for today, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous. I think when I take tests, I'm usually just I get pretty anxious, which I think is normal, but I'm trying to not let the pressure get to me too much and actually have it like affect how I do. When I took the permit class, I did pretty good during the class, and then as soon as we started taking the test, we had like a swerve exercise that we were doing, and I had stalled it like 2 or 3 times in a row, which you can only stall like 4 times, I think, and then you fail. So that was not good, but it was just nerves. Like it was just nerves. So I'm gonna try to not let that get to me today. And I think I am a little bit more comfortable on the bike than I was then, so I think that definitely will help. But yeah, it was pretty embarrassing because for the tests, for the exercises, you're like all in a single file line, and I was at the front of the line. It was my turn, right? And then I stall it, and then I like have to scoot back a little bit because there's like a gate, and then I stall it again, and then I had moved a little bit more forward the second time, so everyone in the line had scooted up a little bit when they weren't supposed to. Like they were supposed to wait, but they didn't. And oh, big bump. And then they had all scooted up. I had to scoot back, so then everyone in the line had to move back, and we're all noobs, so everyone isn't like super good at moving the bikes. I'm saying like a lot. I'm trying not to do that, but whatever. Everyone is new, so you just look funny, all scuttling the bikes backwards, and I had just caused some ruckus there. So a little embarrassing story for the morning. It's early. It's almost 9, so my brain isn't fully working yet. It'll be fine. I don't remember where this is.
So I didn't get any footage inside the building, but Shiori and I both took our written test and passed. We had a little break in between the written test and the writing test and class, so we got some tea and just hung out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's just been hot. Just can't get away from it. happens. Yep. When I get nervous, I always feel like I have to pee, like even if I don't have to pee. I have to pee. Oh. Maybe.
So we see these two guys on the freeway, and they are definitely also in our class. So it was kind of funny. We just like perfectly lined up with them. The class had a pretty interesting group of people, a wide range of people. Well, they were all dudes besides me and Shiori, but the skill level was all over the place. So some people had had their permit before and it expired, but that was about it. Some of them were older guys who'd been riding for 30 years and just all of a sudden wanted to get their endorsement. A lot of big bikes. I think that I had the second smallest bike in the class, but no one really cared, right? And everyone was super nice, and it was cool to see everyone's bikes. And yeah, maybe we'll get a little sneak peek of them, but I didn't really film during the class. They kind of frown upon that, so I wanted to be respectful of the teachers there because they're super cool. So I'll talk about the class and the test, but I don't really have any footage of it, so sorry. I do have footage of Shiori and I going to the same parking lot that the class is in and practicing the day before, so maybe that's close enough. So we made it safely to the range, and here's kind of a idea of the lineup we're working with today. It looks like they were finishing up the permit test before us. It was just cool to be back here on our own bikes, because when we did the permit class together, we used their bikes and we both drove to the range to take the class and the test, so it felt like a big milestone to be able to ride to the range on our own bikes, and yeah, it just kind of shows how far we've come. So I definitely took my helmet off and forgot to turn the GoPro off, so I just have like 20 minutes of footage of this view. It was kind of cool to see everyone just show up and walk around and go up to each other and talk about their bikes. You are supposed to wear a long sleeve, long pants and boots. So I didn't wear a long sleeve shirt under my jacket, so I had to wear my jacket all day, which just ended up being a very bad idea. But I kept having to take my jacket off any second I got to cool down and throw water on myself, and definitely didn't put sunscreen on my shoulders or my arms because I thought I was going to be wearing a long sleeve all day, so oh well. So this was a longer day than we had anticipated. The class was a large portion of it, and it wasn't just for the endorsement skills test, it was also for the permit skills test, because some people doing the class were getting both. So they did a full range, kind of a quick version of the permit class, which Shiori and I already did. So, you know, all the fundamentals, U-turns, swerving, braking, figure eights. We did some merging exercises, amongst other things. So the class was really long, a couple hours long at least, and then we did the test, which was only 2 skills tests, which included a figure eight that you had to do in a certain amount of time, and an emergency stop, and you had to stop within a certain distance. For the figure eight test, you had to start on one side and then do a figure eight through these 4 sets of cones, and then stop right in front of the instructors so that they could record your time. And then the brake test was just a normal brake test where you had to get up to 25 miles per hour before that gate of cones, and then once you got through it, then you just had to stop as quick as possible. Pretty straightforward. So Shiori and I both passed these 2 tests and both were eligible to get the endorsement put onto our driver's license, and we wanted to go celebrate, so we went to go get some ice cream afterwards.
Yeah, we can park wherever. Yeah. Okay. I can breathe. It gets so stuffy in there. Oh, hello. Say hello. I forgot I was filming.
Hello.
We passed!
Okay, so the test has been passed and the ice cream has been eaten, and now it's time to go home.
So, I always find a way to embarrass myself. I always want to be a little underestimated, do something stupid, and then do it perfectly the second time. That seems to be about my style. I don't work well under pressure at first, and then once I get a fuck up out of my system, how to not do it, then it seems like I can just focus then. Yeah, with that said, I had to do one of the 2 tests twice. So they give you like a redo. I had to do one of them again because it was a figure 8, but it's like a figure 8 that you go around 1.5 times, and for some reason, I don't know why that is relevant, but you go around 1.5 times and they time you, and you have to do it within a certain amount of time, which is like an average speed of 15 miles per hour. And I think I was doing it a little bit faster than that. But the first time I did it, oh my gosh. I just went into a circle. I didn't do the figure 8 because before in the exercises we were going in circles around this same track. So my brain just died and I went into a circle. And then I stopped and I was like, oh, I'm just stupid. Can I try that again? Like, I was like, the heat's kind of getting to me because it was pretty hot today. I don't know, maybe 90 something? I don't know. So we were out there for a few hours and I feel like it was just really wearing on me. I'm wearing all my gear that I always wear and starting to get a little bit of a headache. And usually if I were riding, I would be like, well, I can't ride, like I don't feel safe, but we're doing the test in a parking lot, so you know, I'm not gonna not do that. But yeah, just a stupid mistake. And the second time I did it, it was like perfect, and I was just laughing at myself, making fun of myself for the instructor was like, you're trying to do NASCAR? Like, yeah, I was just literally skip the figure 8 and just go do it in a circle. Oh goodness. Overall, it was a good experience. It was a good day. I've been up since 6 a.m. though, and it's almost 5, so we've been going the whole time. Glad to be done.
Now I officially have 2-wheel motorcycles on my endorsements on my driver's license, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm thinking about making a video kind of compiling all of the progress from when I first got the bike to when I got my license, so maybe that's something I'll do in the near future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!